All right, quiet on the set. Please. Please. All right, well, it always does come down when the numbers dwindle in Survivor. You get to the point where you have challenges where it's really just about how bad you want to win. This is absolutely one of those challenges. What you're going to do is you are going to go on the ground. You are going to get in the plank and or push-up position, whichever you choose, and you will hold that for as long as you possibly can.
Wow. Just not on a piece of pizza.
I'm going to set this down.
The rules are you cannot move your feet because obviously you cannot readjust your feet. Because when you readjust your feet, your ass goes in the air and you lose the position. All right, we're going to get right into it. Sarah, I need the immunity necklace back. I will hold a timer. Quiet on the set. I'm going to count you in from 10. Get comfy. When I hit 0, you must be in position or you are out. Okay? And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, begin.
Oh my God, I left my phone in my pocket.
And we are off. This is a challenge about how bad you want to win the game.
I'm out of shape.
How bad do you want to win the game? That's really what it comes down to. It's going to start hurting. Probably already is hurting for a lot of people.
There's light in my belly.
You look awful right now.
Rob's giving good leeway on the movement. Or Jeff is.
My core is shaking. I'm pretty sure Alex can plank for like a really long time.
Her feet are against the thing.
We went over this. Yes.
What?
Yes.
That was said really early on, Robbie.
I didn't hear that.
Well,
All right, Sarah's out.
My feet aren't against the couch.
well, that's your loss. You should have been paying attention.
I said don't move your feet. You can put them against the surface if you'd like.
What?
Nate is out.
Pass wasn't up against the couch.
Nate and Sarah are done.
You impressive abdomen hammers.
I am shaking.
We are at a minute 30. We are at a minute 40 now.
Holy shit. That's pretty impressive.
It's about how bad you want to win. That's all. It does. It is gonna hurt. Do you want the $200?
I take it back, Jeff. I want to win. Never surrender.
You're just over 2 minutes.
It's really convulsing.
I could have never done this. This is insane. I'm glad I tapped when I did.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
It
like,
saved me pain.
I
2
wouldn't even
minutes.
try it, honestly.
Alex drops out of nowhere.
Hannah, I'm good. I caught a second win close.
And it is Hannah versus Robbie. Hannah drops out of nowhere, and Robbie wins immunity. Pretty impressive, Robbie.
Thanks, bro. Yeah, dude. Final five. I mean, listen, I feel like I've snuck under the radar a lot in this game. I feel like the votes have gone exactly how I wanted them to the whole time, and somehow I'm still not being like a big target right now. I think the heat is still totally between Alex and Hannah, but I flipped Alex and Hannah. Like, they have this beef even after the last vote. Somehow we we all voted together and there's still some beef, but I'm gluing them together. And I think the three of us are going to vote together again and pick off Sarah because she's vulnerable. I mean, the three of us can control the majority. So, I haven't seen anyone looking for idols except Hannah and Alex. Again, they're both working with me. So I'm cool either way that pans out. And I think I'm going to be able to pull the two of them together again and we're going to get another vote. So, honestly, at this point, I'm not really that worried about sitting at the end with them because I've pretty much controlled the entire game. They voted with me as long as I wanted them to. I was left out on the idol usage, but my vote was still affected last tribal. So regardless, I feel good. Well, Robbie has had a beef with Hannah the whole time because, well, since she wrote his name down the first time, which like came out of nowhere. He's always been kind of skeptical of her. But Hannah thought they were all aligned together. They had convinced Hannah they were all going to vote together, and then all the votes ended up on Hannah. She had a gut feeling right before Tribal, told Alex, hey, you have to play your idol on me. I'm who they're gunning for. And then we flipped the vote on Maddie, which was always the intent. But I think it was Robbie that kind of lied to Hannah's face and got her to all kind of mixed up initially. And then when she found out, I think that created this little rift. So I don't know. I mean, Robbie and Sarah are trying to play Hannah and Alex and just kind of, I don't know. They're playing both ends. I've told each other. They are. They're playing both sides. And I told Hannah and Alex that. And I think I convinced them to work together. So we'll see what happens. But I'm feeling very good about my spot in CN right now. I've successfully flown under the radar. Yep.
A
lot has changed.
Okay.
I'll just say that.
Fill me in on the rift between you and Robbie.
Dude, that motherfucker. Man, I thought we had something going. I really fucking believed him. I believed his ass. He's got those truthful eyes. The ginger makes you want to feel like you trust him. Fucking blood right in my back. That's for fucking sure. That was, I mean, follow your gut, really is all I gotta say. Because the second I left, I felt like I was in the middle. I mean, I just said. Felt like, you know, I was giving Robbie some truthful information to try to get him on my side. I was really going with that. I was trying to go against Nate and Alex. By doing that, I guess I stabbed myself in the back, walked upstairs, heard some giggling. Said, that don't sound right. I didn't even hear anything. I heard that. All I needed to hear was the laughter as soon as I left the room. And I said, I don't feel right. So that's when I took to, I knew Alex had the idol, clearly, because she found it in my presence. I was like, listen, it's me, but I know for a fucking fact it's me. Like, I swear to God, like, man. I mean, I had good gut instinct. Always go with your gut. Really, just be confident, because
You had to wear on the fly, too.
I mean, I really thought Nate was my target, and now he's my ally, so things change in a fucking second, let me tell you that.
Yeah. Are you worried about Nate at all in the end?
Not right now, but I wasn't worried about Robbie, so,
But who do you want to sit next to in the end? You think you can get Nate in the end?
that's what's a shame is, like, Robbie plays a good game. I could see me sitting next to him, honestly. I think it'd be difficult if it was Nate, just because, you know, like, he had my back these last couple times, voted for who he said he was going to vote for. I guess Robbie took it to heart that I voted for him in the first round, that he stabbed me in the fucking back. I don't hold grudges that hard. Certainly he does,
Certainly.
but
So you know where all the votes went last round?
I mean, mainly it was, me and Nate voted for Maddie, and all the rest of the votes went to me.
Wait, so it was a 3-3 split. Wait, so
It was Maddie for 3, and then me for 3.
it was your third vote. You and Nate, and who else voted for Maddie?
Would have been Alex.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean,
What's your plan at this vote?
at this point, I'm just trying to get Alex to trust me again because I feel like she thinks I stabbed her in the back by trying to be in cahoots with Robbie. And I told him about the idol. She knows I told him about the idol. But I told her, I'm like, I told him about the idol because you were going to save yourself anyway. It didn't matter. You were going to save yourself. It didn't fucking matter if I told him or not.
She did play.
I played that game. She did. She put out for me, and I'll put out for her when it comes down to it if I have to. And
Well, she has trust for you.
not right now. I can tell you that. I tried to get it back.
She did play the idol though.
I walked in the room and I get bad vibes like Sarah and Robbie right now. Like I don't trust them. I tried to hold my plank as long as I could. I needed that idol because now I feel like it's 3 against 2. It's me and Nate and I just got to gain Alex's trust back right now because
So you think Alex is gonna team up with Robbie
and Sarah
and Sarah?
because I wronged her. But it's not even about that. Like you gotta. I mean, she sees that like Nate and I are, strong players. We go with what we say we're gonna do. Like, did I think Nate was a threat in the beginning? Yeah, everybody's a fucking threat in the beginning. I was going for blood for him for sure. Like, but your mind changes quickly when you see who stabs you in the back. Final 5.
Pat on the back for that. You've outlasted a lot of people in this game.
Half. Feels good. Feels good to be in that final 5. Very thankful for the all the votes and everything and the immunity nickels. It worked out pretty well for me. I'm kind of sitting in this weird spot right now where different threes keep pulling me and keep pulling me and keep pulling me in. And I don't know if that means like, hey, maybe Sarah's not a threat, or if it does mean there might be a 3 behind my back. You never know. So I feel like I'm locked. So I was locked in pretty tight with Nate, and I do feel as though I still am. But Robbie and I have gotten, I think I said in my last confessional, Robbie and I have been chatting quite a bit. And so we'll see, whereabouts we end up, because we'd like to end up in that final group together. So we'll see where it ends up. You got to watch your back out there. You really, really do, because you never know who's coming to get you.
Where were you on the last vote?
Where was I in the last vote? I was on the Hannah side.
So you voted with Robbie and Maddie.
Voted with Robbie and Maddie. We talked about that. Alex was very upset with Robbie initially, till I was able to clear up any confusion that it was Hannah that outed Alex to the whole group. So, that's major T.
Yeah.
That's major T, and no tea, no shade. You gotta do what you gotta do. So, but it is what happened, and that's the truth. So I feel like Alex has kind of been a weird spot right now with her, and right now I keep hearing,
But do you want out this round?
oh, Hannah. I have wanted Hannah for the last several votes just because I do feel like she's very equally matched to me. So, in terms of social game and physical game, mental game, all those fun things, I'm still getting like the ring light.
All right.
Lights in my eyes. I have to go.
You're done.
Put that in my confession line.
Look at that. 245. What's that? How long we've been playing? No, that's your top land. So it's for the 245. Once I looked over and saw both the girls shaking, I held it out. If they were both sturdy, I would have dropped. Yeah. No, I agree.
Right. Okay, hey, so tell us, well, first of all, congratulations on your immunity win. That was big time. That was probably the hardest challenge you've done so far. You got it out. Yeah, that's just all about fighting to the pain on that one. Where is your head at? Especially getting the last vote. It seemed like you had a rift with some other players in there. So
Definitely had a rift. I even tried to maybe patch it up with Hannah a little bit, but she was giving me the cold shoulder. She was saying, I understand, when I betrayed you early on, you took it a little to heart, but she was like, you betrayed me at the final 5. So, or final 6. So she was like, so that definitely felt like a stab, a bloody move. So, Hannah is somebody. We're at the point now where we need to stop thinking survive week to week and think final 3. Like, you can't play to win if you're not in the final 3. So I'm currently trying to craft my perfect final 3 right now. My ideal final 3 is Alex and Hannah. I don't think I'm going to get it. Hannah, I don't think has any votes on the jury. She's not too integrated in this friend group as much as everyone else is. The jury seems a little bitter towards Alex. They don't seem to love her that much. So, my perfect final 3 is Alex and Hannah, but I don't know if I'm going to get it because Hannah seems a little iffy on me, and Alex trusts her about as much as I trust her, which is 50-50.
Get that bullet but
But, in the other hand, I have talked to Sarah and Alex, and we discussed the final 3, and I think that's the more viable one. I think that's the one that would work out better because Sarah and I have been pretty good, pretty close. Hannah likes Sarah better, but I think that's not an ideal final 3 for me and Alex because Sarah definitely has a pass on the jury and some other good friends. So
sure.
Would love to get my final 3 in order, but it's gonna be tough this week. Just glad I'm not on the block.
Yeah. So who is your target for this vote?
You started saying
It's either Nate, Hannah, or if I'm able to convince Alex to blindside Sarah, and then we go forward with that Hannah, Alex, and me final 3. But I would worry blindsiding Sarah might leave me a little vulnerable because she has my back pretty good, and I don't think Nate does. And Nate's been idle hunting like a dog that's been out in the cold for 5 weeks, so he seems to just, once Robbie puts him, he just seems to already find it. So I want to go for him, but I feel like every time I feel like I want to go for him, it's a shot that might miss.
Well, it seems like Nate's even a random target for you. Have you wanted Nate out for a while?
I've been cordial with him, but I don't feel like me and him are working together. Jerome, him and I were the final 3 guys left, and I noticed him and Jerome would go to the room together and then speak and then bring me in, so it didn't feel like I was 100% on the plans. It was just kind of stringing me along. And then, sometimes Nate would leave and Jerome would spill a little extra beans to me, so it just never felt like Nate was accepting of me. And then with these final couple weeks, there was only a few of us left. Me and Nate try to have a conversation. It just kind of goes point A, rebuttal, long pause, pat in the heart, that's it. So I just don't know if we see eye to eye. He's a good competitor. I would like to work with him, but I just think he wants to.
You think would beat you in the final tournament council?
I'd be worried about that, yeah. I mean, he's played a really good game. He's going to play the villain game. If he gets the final 3, his speech will already be crafted. He's going to stand up there and say, I played the villain role. I did what I had to. I stabbed everybody in the back. I won't say I didn't. So, and I can't let him get there to say that speech. Because if he says that speech, it's probably curtains.
Okay.
I feel like I'm in the middle, and I could go one way, or I can go the other way, or all of us who have been talking, make a unanimous decision, and just do it. But now I'm starting to think that decision might not be best for my game anymore.
What's that to say?
Just everyone voting out Hannah. So I feel like Hannah's not going to get any votes. But I don't. I've been writing on paper, trying to figure it out, do the math, do what I think's best. Like, personally, I know I haven't played the best game, but I feel like I've played a pretty good game. And I may have lost a few jury votes because I did stab Kevin in the back. I unintentionally did Joel. Okay,
Crap, well, that was the last tribal choose. And that was the one you put in the auto for.
yeah, which here's what's bothering me is that I didn't want to use the idol for her. But she came upstairs because I told Robbie I had the idol because he said that he didn't really fully trust me, which was completely fair. I didn't feel like I fully trusted him either because we were together and then we kind of drifted apart and he started working with Jerome, which was fine. So I'm like, okay. So I kind of just did my own thing. So I showed him my idol thinking, okay, this is my trust for you to now trust me. And now I'm trusting you to do the right thing with this information. And I should have, I knew it in my gut because she rocked in as I was showing him. And she turned it around and said, Robbie blew my game. And that's why I was so pissed off, because it wasn't like, I wasn't mad at what she did, or like, because it was good for her game. I really respect the move that she did. It was just, I felt so stupid because I looked at Nate and I said, I bet you it was Hannah. We need to go along with them, not vote Hannah, or we all three vote Hannah, or all three vote Maddie, those three vote Hannah, and then switch up.
Okay.
So it's just frustrating that I could have made a bigger move, but I didn't.
So you say you have one plan B and absolutely vote out Hannah. Or what is the alternative?
And then Hannah and Nate proposed voting Sarah. Which I don't really seen her game, so I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like,
Who's in your top 3? Yeah, who is in your ideal final 3? Who would you like to sit?
I would like to bring Nate because he has been loyal to me this whole time. Granted, people are making the points of he backstabbed Sarah. He could easily backstab me. Just valid. I would like to take Hannah because I personally don't think she would get any jury votes. But at the same time, as I'm talking about it, she did a big ass move by bringing me to her side. And she could totally pitch that. So I don't know if she's a good idea. I feel like I could beat Robbie. Because I don't think he's been on the wrong side of the votes. I don't think he's made a big move. And that's worked. He's attempted, but it hasn't worked. Because I know the Hannah vote was his idea. But then I blocked that. And then Sarah, I don't know the game Sarah's been playing. So it's hard. That's where I'm kind of stuck right now, is I'm down there thinking to myself, do I go one way? Do I go the other way? And I really could be just totally BSing and them all talking about voting me. That could easily be it too. Because I don't think anyone's going to take me to the end at this point.
Okay.
So it's all kind of counterintuitive, but
Yeah, sure. That's the game.
yeah, it's how my mind's working.
All right. Well.
So we'll see what I do tonight. I don't even know at the moment.
Okay.
Welcome to the Final 5 Tribal Council. We will now bring in the members of the beautiful jury. Emphasis on beautiful. Brenna. Bass. Kevin. Jerome. And Maddie voted out at the last Tribal Council. All right, guys. Well, congratulations. You made it to the final 5. You've outlasted all those people over there. How is everyone feeling at the final 5? Does somebody want to start? Or I can just talk a little bit more. That's okay. I also want to put an emphasis on tonight is the last night you can use a hidden immunity idol at the final 5. So if you try and pull a fast one at the final 4, it's not going to work. It's not going to happen at all. So I did want to obviously start with the fact that you guys were the Cuyahoga tribe to start, and you have picked off the entire other tribe, although it seemed like quite the convoluted way to get there. It seemed like it would have been a lot easier to just vote 5-3, 5-2, 5-1. However,
You would think. That would make the most sense.
we've arrived at a final 5 of starting tribe all the same. Can somebody fill me in on why that is?
I have no earthly idea. The Cuyahoga tribe was pretty firm to start. We told each other that we would continue to be firm all the way throughout. As soon as the merge happened, it got a little scrambled. Some people started picking up the broken pieces and trying to put it back together. So, we'll see If any mended relationships really did get fixed, we'll see if any stayed broken. But overall, I think everybody in Cuyahoga has played a really good game, and
It was completely unintentional, Jeff. It's almost how it feels. You know, it's nice to see our tribe here together at the end. I mean, it makes me proud of the people that I was placed here with. You know, we really bonded as Tribe Seneca was sent to Tribal the first 2 times, and we just got to hang out basically for like 3 hours. But, you know, it's nice to see everybody here at the end. It's nice to be surrounded with good players who are playing a good game. Do you want to go?
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I'm not surprised at all. Not necessarily at the way that we got here, but this is the Final Five. I mean, I think we all knew it sitting upstairs. We had the early momentum. We believed in each other. I'm happy to be here. I think, obviously, we all kind of wanted to make moves to differentiate ourselves, and that's why we didn't necessarily vote together to get here. But I think everybody at this point has played a very strong game. I think it's a very even competition. And, you know, I think maybe some people will work together that haven't in a while to make this vote, obviously, given the mix of people. So we'll see how things shake, but happy to be here with you folks. When I say Kaya, you say Hoga. Kaya!
Hoga!
Kaya!
Hoga! I think it was Sarah that said it was very unintentional. I think we got a good head start, and then the merge happened, and you could definitely tell that half our group went one way, half our group went the other way with the Seneca tribe, and it somehow, it was just, we're lucky. That's pretty much what it comes down to, I think.
You know what, Jeff? I mean, at the end of the day, no matter how the cookie crumbled, and it crumbled for a minute there, I'm glad it's all us. At the end of the day, I'm happy. It's, you know, Cuyahoga squad. We started out strong, came back, and think about that second fucking comeback we had, or was it the third game? Not sure. I mean, Sarah with the ping pongs and subbing in, and Alex coming in with the you know, the code, like. At the end of the day, like, we worked to get here, whether we stabbed a couple backs here and there, like, in the process of doing it, like, that's the name of the game. But at the end of the day, I'm happy to see blue right here.
Started from the bottom, now we here.
Did that at all play a factor into how you were making decisions early in the merge? Like, did the fact that these guys were Seneca guys, was that?
No.
Did you guys not even think about that at all?
No, really, we wanted to work with them, but at the end of the day, we're loyalists, man. We build connections, obviously, with the people that we started with, and although we didn't all vote the same, and ultimately we stayed loyal to the people we've had since the beginning.
I mean,
at least that's the way I see it.
You can see it, like, Jerome was working with Robbie. Sarah and Maddie were working together.
work with that guy.
Nate was working with Jerome. I was trying to work with Jerome, but it's just one of those things where you kind of gotta. It wasn't intentional at all. It just.
Sure.
Things
Okay.
got played the right way, and it happened.
Robbie, that's probably the biggest immunity necklace win of the season, I'd say, so far. Probably the toughest challenge as well. With that around your neck at the Final Five, and being that this is the last time that you can use an immunity idol, is there any factors in your head thinking that this is the last time I need to take a big swing and impress this jury before the final tribal council?
You know, the mind that has crossed my mind, as well as I'm sure everybody else's. We're at the point in the game now where you need to think about the end. We're all very close to reaching the end, so we kind of need to start thinking about that. So I'm sure everybody here has started having those thoughts, having conversations like that. So just a matter of is tonight the night to do that? You'll tell us in a minute after you tally the votes.
Is anybody else thinking along those lines that this is kind of the last night to make a big move, kind of make a big swing? Because you can understand that you're not going to know what's going to happen from the Final Four on here. So this probably is in your head thinking this is probably the last night to make a big move.
I think people in general at this point, I think we've all made big moves to be here, honestly. I think we've all been part of, like, big votes. I think at this point it comes down more to, like, who do you want to sit with at the end and what gives you the best chance at Final Three moving forward. So, I think obviously everyone wants to make a big move, but I think we've all kind of been part of one already. I think we all have the resume, so I think it really comes down to how does your resume stack up to everybody else's.
And along the conversation of big moves, is that something that you guys think this jury is going to value? Because as we all know in Survivor, the game goes as the jury goes. So it just depends on what the jury values. If you take a look at a season like season 46, Kenzie won because she was social and she flew under the radar. That's what the jury valued, as opposed to sitting next to Charlie, who made big moves, but the jury didn't value those moves as much. So where do you think this jury's head is at right now?
I'm not sure, Jeff. I'm not sure where everybody sits. I think they could be split. They could be leaning one way or the other. I think everybody has their own things that they appreciate in the game, from, all of us hanging out and watching it together. It's just everybody appreciates a different aspect of everybody's game. So it's hard to pinpoint how the jury will fall. It's just where they end up falling together, basically.
I mean, I was already told I got one lost vote, so I don't know. I think a lot of people on this jury respect the game and can respect the moves that had to be made, and I think that whoever is sitting at the end can vouch for why they did what they did and why it led them to where they are now. And I'm hoping that everyone here can understand that and listen to it and respect it. And I think for the most part, I trust them. It all comes down to trust, Rob.
Okay. Does anybody have anything else to add, or should we just jump right into the vote? Okay. Well, it is time to vote.
Play to win.
Almost forgot to read it, but not for real. She's been cool for a while. If it were up to me, it would not be right now. But I gotta do what I gotta do. I got no means of changing it. So sorry, Anna, you're out.
I'll go tally the votes. If anybody has the hidden immunity idol and you'd like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Okay, I'll read the votes. First vote, Hannah. Sarah. That's one vote Hannah, one vote Sarah. Hannah. That's 2 votes Hannah, 1 vote Sarah. Sixth person voted out of Survivor Lakewood and the 6th member of our jury.
I'll fucking remember that, Alex. Damn.
Hannah. Hannah, you need to bring me your torch. Tribe has spoken. Hannah, your tribe has spoken. We are down to our final 4.
All I have to say is, Alex, you do not. You don't have my trust. You don't have my vote. Nate, I knew he didn't vote for me. Robbie plays dirty. Just watch out for him. He plays dirty. And he got you. And he's gonna get you again. I feel sorry. Feel sorry. Nate's playing a good game. He's playing everybody. I mean, it really could be anybody at this point. Sarah's like a little mouse just sneaking her way through. Man. Thought the underdog was gonna come through. I've never seen a single fucking episode.